Hi, my name is Kyla Artisan. I am a MSW intern at Preschool 0 to 5. I'm going to present on mindfulness and self-care for parents and caregivers. So, what is mindfulness? Mindfulness is simply bringing one's attention to the present moment and observing and accepting one's thoughts, emotions, physical sensations, and external events without judgment. And mindful parenting is defined as a recurrent creative process that involves practicing non judgmental awareness in the current moment. So, overall, mindfulness just brings awareness to the automatic processes, increasing the potential of making conscious decisions about behavioral responses before we actually act. We're discovering the emotions while they are emerging and learning to stop and think before we act. Mindful parenting entails all of the same things of mindfulness, but it includes children, family, home, and culture. Moving forward into the benefits of mindfulness for parents and caregivers, research has shown that mindfulness has helped reduce stress, anxiety, and depression in individuals. Daily practice of mindfulness by parents and caregivers usually results in greater awareness of the changing needs of their children's development from birth all the way to adulthood. Young people have their own thoughts and feelings, desires, and objectives, and these may not coincide with those of parents or caregivers. And so, if there are no judgments present, as a parent or a caregiver, it is easier to understand the child's inner experiences. And so, if parents are able to use mindfulness to become more aware of how they are responding to their children, they could make their response more positive and healthier. And in consequence, it'll strengthen the bond between the two. So, here are a list of some mindfulness resources that are easily accessible to caregivers and parents. One is YouTube. If you go onto youtube.com from your mobile device or your home computer, you can type in the search bar mindfulness activities, and there should be a wide variety of different mindfulness activities that you can practice. Um, the other three applications are mobile apps. So this would have to be downloaded on your mobile device. So one is the Calm app, two is the Headspace app, and three is Stop, Breathe, and Think. And these all have mindfulness exercises within them. And they also have the setting to where you can check in throughout the day just on how you're feeling. And they also have sleep stories as well. So if you're struggling with sleep, they have resources for that as well. Moving forward into self care. As a parent and a caregiver, it is very important to practice self care. This quote says, "Give yourself the same care and attention that you give to others and watch yourself bloom." So, this is really important because self care and mental health are actually connected, and neglecting one can have a negative impact on the other. Caregivers who pay attention to their own physical and emotional health are better able to handle challenges of those who they support. And so these are six different categories of self care. The first is physical self care. So these will be the things that you do to improve your body in healthy ways. Examples would include sleep, nutrition, exercise, and healthcare visits. The next is psychological self care. These would be the things that you could do to improve your mind and understanding yourself better. And so, some examples would include personal development, writing, continuing your education, and learning something new. Third is emotional self care. This would entail the things that you do to deal with your feelings when talking about your feelings. And so, one of the ways that you could do that is, just being open to talking about your feelings, creating a positive support system, seeking counseling or therapy as needed, and journaling. Spiritual self-care. This relates to the things that you can do to gain perspective on your life. And some examples include prayer, meditation, contact with nature, or attending a place of worship of your choice. Next is social self-care. And so the importance of human connection, being able to do things with others around you. That would include, interacting with family and friends, celebrating milestones and successes, and belonging to groups and communities. And lastly is professional um, self-care, and that would include the things that you do to stay happy at work. So that would include, having healthy workplace boundaries, time management, and participating in events that support your profession or job. And so overall, self-care helps to maintain a healthy relationship with yourself and others. Lastly is how to self-care. So these are just some ideas that you can do to participate in self-care for yourself as a parent or a caregiver. You can exercise, we can practice eating well, making sure that you're getting enough sleep, practice relaxation, grounding, and mindfulness activities. Avoid guilt. It's okay to take care of yourself first. That way, you can be able to care for those who are dependent on you. Notice the positive things that are going, and on in your life and throughout the day. You can gather strength from others, and just simply listening to music, painting, doing a puzzle, or journaling are just a few activities that you could do to practice self-care. So that concludes this presentation, and hopefully you will be able to practice mindfulness and self-care from here on forward. Thank you.